defeat. So easier said than done to that point. Doug Wead, presidential historian, Ed Rollins, former Reagan campaign advisor, Trump supporter. Doug, there is no precedent for a situation like this where the nominee is neither ill nor dead. So what do you do?
Yeah, that's right. And you mentioned Horace Greeley. He was actually a liberal Republican who broke away from Grant because Grant was corrupt. And the Democrats said, hey, we couldn't do any better, so that's why they supported him. Yeah, this isn't going to happen, and one of the main reasons it isn't going to happen is because of Mike Pence. Mike Pence is in a perfect position. If Trump wins, which seems unlikely at this point, he's vice president. If he loses, he's in the driver's seat next time around, and the more loyal he is to Trump, the better he looks. And let's face it, most of the Republicans, like it or not, they like Trump. So Pence doesn't want to make them angry, and all these other Republicans that are promoting this idea, they want to be president themselves. They're not going to support Mike Pence.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to mess with that, right? We should point out too, in the case of Horace Greeley in 1872, and of course Doug can tell you there, he covered that at the time. Kidding. But the election already happened.
They already had the election.
So this was so this was before the Electoral College met, which is a different beast and a different kind of a comparison there. But
Pence,
Ed Rollins, this issue of the fine line that Governor Pence has to walk. Ed Rollins, what do you think of that? Because obviously he has to be furious, which he is at these comments, and he relayed that in his own. But he doesn't want to go too far, right? So what does he do?
Well, he's a man of principle, and obviously the American public got to see him the other night. He's a very spiritual man, very religious man, been a leader of the evangelical movement, and certainly a potential either vice president or a future presidential candidate for our party. I think the key thing is he's already expressed his outrage. I think his statement is a very measured statement. I'm the father of a 21-year-old daughter, and I have a wonderful wife and three wonderful sisters, and I'm like everybody else. I'm appalled by the statements that were made. Donald Trump has to turn this thing around. He's got to get on the stage tomorrow night, and he's got to eat crow. He's got to do a multiple mea culpa, not talking about all the millions of supporters I have out there that want me to go on. He's got to talk about, I made a major mistake, and I'm in a different place in my life today. I have a wonderful wife. I care very deeply about my daughters, and I apologize to the American public, and I apologize to women everywhere, and you got 30 days to go out and try and make your case on how you can lead this country. If he doesn't do that, then obviously he has two choices. He could wake up as Mr. President on November 9th, or he could wake up as the most despicable Republican candidate in the history of the country. That's up to him. He's got to perform, and perform extremely well, which he hasn't since the last debate.
Doug, can he do that? At this point, history suggests, he's overcome these type of issues in the past. This is particularly unique to some onerous. What do you think?
Yes, he's got time. What makes this a moment bad is the fact that we just now learned about it. That's the only reason it's bad. I mean, you can't compare this to what FDR did to Missy Lehand, or LBJ to Fiddle and Faddle, or to John Kennedy to Mimi Alford, or Bill Clinton to Juanita Broderick. There's no comparison. This is not a big deal, except it's current. We didn't know about it, and that was the danger you have in having a candidate who hadn't run for governor.
By the way, you mentioned the difference. There is no comparison. These are words spoken versus by these gentlemen and these examples, actions taken. It is what it is. We'll have more right after this.